Some of you hate Donald Trump more than you love this country, and that's the fucking problem we're having right now.
When Donald Trump gave a crowd in Indiana, Pennsylvania, yet another. I just got a review, and has there ever been a worse host than Jimmy Kimmel at the Oscars? His opening was that of a less than average person trying too hard to be something which he is not and never can be. Get rid of Kimmel and perhaps replace him with another washed up but cheap ABC talent, George Slopanopoulos.
And that's the fucking problem we're having right now. You people will go and vote for someone completely and utterly incompetent of holding the position of commander-in-chief of this country. I don't know how you guys are still making excuses for Kamala Harris and the way that she speaks and the way that she acts.
Yes, if you don't know what is going on, Jimmy is suffering from severe Trump derangement syndrome. Reason you see every single day, there is no segment without mentioning his names for clicks, ratings, and Trump is not really friendly with him recently. Trump had a rally recently. He called him out again after his continuous attacks. Now Jimmy came with the wife, went after Trump, talked about abortion, a lot of things, advised people not to vote for him, and openly endorsed her, sending out messages to everyone, encouraging them to vote for Kamala. You can see exactly what is going on here. And a lot of people saw this, they criticized Jimmy like never before. Reason you see people coming to say, oh, you are actually the problem. People hate Donald Trump more than the country.
You guys are still making excuses for Kamala Harris and the way that she speaks and the way that she acts and all the things that she's flip-flopped on. But then you're over here saying, oh, well, Trump's a liar. He says he'll do this, but he lies. When previously, Trump did every single thing he said he would do. I am sick and tired of the lies that are being pushed, the misinformation that's being thrown out there. And then there are conservative creators like me and other people who are trying to share truth, and their accounts are getting banned and taken down. I've waited. I've waited and observed and waited for Kamala Harris to provide any type of fucking substance, for her to even be considered a logical nominee for the Democratic Party. This election would have gone a lot smoother if they would have been honest about Joe Biden and not tried to just keep us in office until we wouldn't notice anymore, until they couldn't gaslight us anymore. And the next thing you know, Kamala's the Lord and Savior. For you people to not realize how backwards and fucked up that is just goes to show that your hate for Donald Trump runs deeper than your love for this country. If you would have told me years ago that my platforms would become like pro-Trump, I would tell you you're crazy, because I used to be scared to tell people that I was a Trump supporter. But now I'm more proud than ever to be a Trump supporter. I'm so glad I'm not a stupid following sheep saying, oh my God, Kamala, oh my God. You people are insane. The fact that stupid people are able to make decisions for what can happen to mine and my family's life is crazy. This didn't used to be a problem because we had Democratic nominees that were worthy of being president if they were elected. But this Kamala horseshit is completely out of control at this point. She doesn't get fact-checked in the media. Nobody says shit about her having zero substance. She lies multiple times and nobody brings it up ever. I could go on and on about the issues there.
Yes, over the years, I realized a lot of people support Trump hiddenly. And this lady happened to be one. I see it. Some use anonymous account because they were scared to do that. She could no longer continue to have that in mind. She came out publicly, and just after Kamala came in, she can't take it. When you look into people that are openly speaking against Kamala recently, it is increasing every single day. I didn't see this during Biden time when Biden was confessing against Trump. I did not see that. I did videos that year. Even seeing reactions clips like this, it was difficult. So you can imagine how people are pissed off with Kamala. Not because they hate her, but they see her to be, incompetent. She cannot do the job. Hillary Clinton, let me tell you the truth, to me, at a certain point, is more competent than Kamala. She was really, different. Though I don't agree with her.
Some of you think it's crazy to come out and say that our own federal government wants President Donald Trump dead, but I think it's even crazier to sit here and say that they don't. You've seen endless proof of just that, so there's no reason to believe that they have his best interest. 2 failed attempts just took place in the last 60 days. You guys, we've never seen that in my lifetime, and I'm sure not in your lifetime either. So to sit here and pretend like this is just random security failures is absurd. We're not even hearing from the federal government on any of this. Instead, we're strongly relying on whistleblowers to come forward and to rat out their employers, because our own government will not be transparent in any of this. It's absurd to sit here and pretend like they're just random security failures. They're not. The DOJ yesterday released an unredacted letter in court filings, which put a $150,000 bounty on the former president's head. That letter literally came from the man who wanted to and tried to assassinate the former president while he was playing golf. Now, it's absurd that our own government wouldn't redact that information because obviously it would create copycats. Instead, they promoted it in court filings. Now, I asked the DOJ to defend themselves on this front, and they decided not to. Instead, they actually sent me the same court filings I sent them. They don't care.
Yes, Kamala and the Democrat are panicking because her internal polls show her losing a historic chunk of the black vote. Voices like such still have created a pathway for more black people to walk off the plantations. I'm so happy to hear this. If you see why Democrats are putting out a lot of this, the one more debate, the one this, it is to clearly tell you something is happening. Like recently, Kamala campaign is facing something that Trump has been saying for a very long time. I don't know if you've seen this. Taking a look at this article recently put out by the New York Post, shot fired into Kamala Harris' Arizona campaign office, cops investigating racist concern. A lot of people on the comment sections are now saying, they are now struggling to copy this also. I don't know why this is becoming something.
Today, we're just watching now as the federal government's warning the Trump campaign.
Taking a look at this, the Trump campaign says he was briefed today by U.S. intelligence officials about real and specific threats to assassinate him in an effort to destabilize and sow chaos in the United States. Intelligence officials have identified that these continued and coordinated attacks have heightened in the past few months, and law enforcement officials across all agencies are working to ensure Trump is protected and the election is free from interference. Trump campaign spokesman Stephen Jones says.
What's the secret to the art of seduction, according to Usher?
The art of seduction is...
Ooh, they're running.
It's ridiculous.
But to your initial point, I know you said we weren't going to talk about it, but I was. It just seems to me that since she is in an interracial marriage, she should have known that to support a racist is problematic. Her children are biracial.
Voting Donald Trump, baby. Taylor Swift matters. Does she matter to you?
When she comes out the night of the debate, you're going to gravitate to
Taylor Swift's music, but I don't think most Americans, whether they like her music or fans of hers or not, are going to be influenced by a billionaire celebrity who has
Trump.
I don't care if they write that. It was right, and you guys, I need to be on the right side of history.
So, with that, I'm going to shake it off, and I'm done with you.
Of them, it's like 73% said they're voting for Trump.
Okay, yeah. Kamala, she went for the handshake. Display of the opportunity.
Like, we shouldn't demean Trump supporters. We shouldn't call them names.
Trump has come in the spin room, just so you know. That has happened.
Newly reported by NBC News, Vice President Kamala Harris has spoken recently and repeatedly with former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton.
You really want Trump to lose this election, right? No, you don't.
So you have to have a controlled border, a secure border.
Please register to vote for something else that's very important for me.
Look at this. She's only up by 15 points.
Got Taylor Swift, as though I have that power.